What's good, everybody? It is Thursday. This weekend is starting really early with the garage sales. First sale I just went to advertised PS3 games and a Guitar Hero. Apparently, I didn't realize that meant that that's all they had was a Guitar Hero for the PS3, so not really interested in that. I did, however, find in a bin full of plush toys and Barbie dolls and stuff, I found a nice little Squirtle. It's got a nice, lovely little crap stain on the side of him, but I might be able to throw him in the wash and clean him off, so I thought it'd just be a really cool addition to my little plushie collection that I made. I haven't picked one up since Bowser, so, I mean, I've had worse starts. I've gotten nothing before, so, I have one other sale I know I'm going to, and then I'm going to just hit some up on the way, maybe a pawn store. So stay tuned, guys. As much as I thought, not much today, but there were only a couple sales out. I think I only hit up 3 total. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, I still got my little Squirtle, and I'm happy with that. And it's a little early anyway, because not many sales open on a Thursday. There's more than a couple sales tomorrow, Friday. I know there's a development sale, and then there's, I think, 2 others in a couple other areas that I'll be hitting up. So if you stick around for just a second, I'm going to use my hand as like a time warp portal, and we're gonna go right into Friday so you guys can find out what I got. Okay, so just hold on just a second. All right, here's the hand. Ready? Here we go. Woo! That was quite a time warp. Right now, this may even cut out before I even get any further with it, but I went to basically all the garage sales. It's now Friday. Someone didn't plug in the phone that I'm currently taping with, so it's plugged into the car. That person's probably me, but yeah, it wasn't plugged in, so novice mistake. I did pick up quite a few things. I got a couple plushies in this bag here. I even picked up a bag of Ninja Turtle figures. It says 75 cents. I asked for 50, and they took it. Then we got a Wii Ski. I got that for $1. Slim pickings, but then just now I just picked up that box back there. If you can see it, my pointing skills are not the best, but right there I'm using my thumb, and that is a box. $20 it cost me. It was an Xbox system with controllers and some games. Nothing super special, but for $20 I thought it was a pretty good deal. He said that there's like 6 or 7 controllers in there. He said that some of them don't work, some of them do, so I figured I'd take a gamble and see what we got for $20. All right, I think I have 1 or 2 more sales to go to, and then we're done for today, and then we'll move on to Saturday's sales. So stick around, onward to the hunt. All right, so, well, this time, I didn't even mean to go for anything video game related. I actually ran into, going through this development sale, I ran into the mother of a friend that I had when I was just wee little. I must have been like less than 2 feet tall, or even less than that. Back from my old house before we had to move. I ran into them here about 10 minutes away from where I live. I just thought that was super, super cool. I'd stop by. My friend wasn't actually, she was in the house doing something, and she didn't come out right away, and then before you know it, she hopped in the shower or something because she doesn't live here anymore. So I left for like an hour and came back. I hung out with them, and she has a new husband and a little kid, and it's just good for them. Very, very good for them. So after chit-chatting a little bit, she mentioned that there was a tub that had a bunch of stuff they were selling, including the husband's Xbox 360 and video games. I wasn't really interested in 360. I already have one. Plus, I wouldn't even have known what to offer, but they said they had games. I took a look at them, and he told me just $1 a piece. So I was definitely into that, and it had a random Wii game to go with it. It's Mystery Case Files, the Malgrave Incident. This actually looks like a lot of fun, and I'd never ever heard of it before. I'm definitely interested in playing that one. But then they also had 360 games, which include Assassin's Creed Revelations, Call of Duty Black Ops, and Grand Theft Auto 4. I thought that was super cool for $1 each. And then he also threw in, I had asked how many controllers they had. I didn't want to take all their controllers without taking the system. So I asked him if they have how many controllers he had. He said he had 4, so I asked him if I could skate away with one, and I got this nice white one, very clean, for $3. You can't beat that. So this is going to end the garage sales for today, and now we're going to warp a little bit, and we're going to go right into Saturday because there's a couple sales going on tomorrow. So let's see, we're going to warp, and we're going to hit the time warp that I have in my mouth. Don't know why it's there, but let's warp this, okay? Here we go. That was an adventure. Whew. Okay. Alright, we're back here. It is Saturday now. First stop I made, I went on Craigslist, looked to see if there were any sales that I didn't see earlier in the week. And there was one posted, must have been last night or this morning, and they said video games. They didn't have a lot, but they did have magazines and stuff. So I picked up this whole thing. You see there's 2 PlayStation games. There's even a long box PlayStation game in there. And then there's about 10 books, some gaming related, some comic related. I picked it all up for $6, so you can't beat that. I got 3 games and 10 comics/magazines for $10. You can't beat it. Never. Did I say $10? For $6. I'm making sure that I didn't fuck that up. I gotta stop swearing. So yeah, $6. Now I'm on to another sale. I just don't know which one, but we'll find out soon enough. Alright guys, so I think this may be it for this weekend. Of course, if I see some garage sales along the way, I'll stop and I'll get back to you after that. But I hit up 2 sales intentionally. Or no, I'm sorry. There was this one I just hit up was intentional. I found it earlier in the week. But then I hit up a sale on the way and I picked up some Wii and 1 PlayStation 2 game. PlayStation game is Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. And then I picked up Wario Land Shake It, as the rest of them fall. Mario Power Tennis. And Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Fortunately, they got this KZ on all of them. And, if I can open this up, the worst part is KZ's on the discs, too. I think I could probably get that off without really messing anything up, but it's stuff like that's annoying. These aren't cartridges anymore. I don't know why people tend to write on their discs. But then at the next sale, I picked up 5 360 games. I'll show you those later, unless you can read those spines really quick. I'll show you those later, but I'm going to see if there are any sales on my way home, and if not, you will see the recap right now. What's up, everyone? I'm back here, and I'm here with your recap. There's been a lot going on. Like recently, I believe it was Friday, just after it was while I was at work around like 1 o'clock or so. I actually suffered from a minor back injury, but it was actually bad enough to take me out of work for a day and a half, I guess, because I left work early. And then I was out the next day. So I actually worked today. I wasn't supposed to because I had my league to go to. Sparing those details. No one really cares, Ryan. We're going to get right into this stuff because there's a lot to cover. And I'm going to try to do it in order. Starting with Thursday. There wasn't many sales on Thursday. But there was quite a few good things that I picked up. There's, like I said, there's a lot here. I believe this stuff I picked up on Thursday. There was Call couple sales advertising games and toys and whatnot. I believe I picked that up towards the end of the day. One sale I went to, I actually picked up a baggie of Ninja Turtles toys. And these are just super cool. Some of these look more recent. I haven't even gotten a chance to really look through all these, but some of these look fairly recent. But they look super cool. And they have like awesome action poses and whatnot. But some of these look kind of old. They look like ones I had when I was a kid. But yeah, it says here it was 75 cents. I actually asked them if they'd take 50 cents, the woman that was running the sale, and she said that was fine. So I picked those up. Super good deal because there's all sorts of different variations. I got at least one of each turtle, but I've got a couple doubles. I can see a few Leos, a few Raphaels. Super cool to pick up. Next, after that, I know at one of the last sales, I believe on Thursday, I had found a sale that had a couple Wii games. Nothing I was really looking for and nothing I really, really wanted to pick up. But they had plushies, and one of them was this big Bowser. Now, as you saw in the other one, I had a fairly decent-sized Bowser, but this one's like bigger than my head. So, I don't think I'll be keeping this one, though, because it's kind of hard to kind of keep him standing, unless he's like that. My other one was perfect. He stands right up on his own. And I think the other one was more well done. This one's a little different. Nothing against this one, but I think I just like the other one better. This one, if anyone wants it, I might sell it or trade it off or something. I don't know. But one that I'm definitely keeping is I found a Luigi one. I did not have Luigi. This was from the new Super Mario Bros. Wii collection. This was 2010. So this one isn't old like the others are, but still super cool to have. I didn't have a Luigi. That actually reminds me, there's one up there I need to grab. Also, earlier in the week, this was also, I think this was the first sale Thursday. I didn't even realize, I didn't remember that I had it. But this was the first sale I went to on Thursday. They advertised games. I think they meant board games. But they did have another plushie of Squirtle. And he originally had a couple stains on him, so I sent him through the wash, and he looks 10 times better. So, I have a Squirtle plushie, too. I thought that was super cool. Let's see. That ends that. Next, we moved to Friday. I had that development sale I went to. And I happened to pick up a lot more than I thought that I was gonna. Because I didn't have any guarantees. But, I went to one sale and picked up this copy of Wii Ski for only $1. No complaints there. It's complete, and it was actually in perfect condition. Looks like no one ever played it. I might just use this for trade-in credit because I'm sure I could get a couple more bucks than that. So, then I went to another sale, and that's where this nice big box came in. Got a nice big cardboard box here, and if you can tell, it has the Xbox in it and stuff. Excuse me, kitten. I'm going to put you on camera because you're getting in my way. That's right. You didn't want to be on camera, you shouldn't have gotten in the way. Anyway, so I actually haven't even pulled this out. But there is a nice, big, fat Xbox system. It looks like it's in fairly good condition, other than a little bit of dust. But that was really cool. Got that Xbox there. It came with its necessary cables, which I had to unplug from the system just to get the system out of the box. This was the AV adapter. This is your power cord. And then we have a couple controllers in here, this nice red one. The guy said that he knows for sure 2 of them work. He's not sure about the others, though. There's also this nice white one. Ugh. So many cords. Then we got, this is a navy blue one. This is probably one of the ones that works. Like I said, not 100% on which ones actually work. And then, let's just try and do this super quick. And then we got another blue one and a standard black one too. And that was it. That was in that box. All that, plus the games I'm going to show you. Best one out of the bunch is probably the Game of the Year, Halo. It's definitely not complete, and it's definitely seen better days. But then we got Madden 06, AMF Bowling 2004. Only a couple of these are complete. I don't think it really matters which ones they are. All-Star Baseball 2004. I'd gotten the GameCube version of this a long time ago. The other big title was Blitz the League. And then everyone's favorite game, Pocket Bike Racer, thanks to our lovely people at Burger King. MX vs. ATF Unleashed. And this one was actually the most exciting, and if I were to have bought this bundle for the sole purpose to have the system again, this was one I'd definitely play. And that's Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball Maxed. I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, all of that was just 20 bucks. Originally, he had like 30 on it, and I asked him if he could do 20, and the guy said yes, so I took it. Definitely can't complain with that, right? I mean, it could have been a 360 for 20 bucks, but can't win them all like that. Okay, so now moving on, the next sale on Friday it's a very funny story, actually, because it was actually run by my old neighbor when I lived at my old house before a big development project came in, and the town ended up buying the house that I grew up in, and we had to move to the location where my parents live now. But the neighbors we had to the left side of us were really nice people. I first went over there, I was looking through, I asked if they had any video game stuff, and the person I talked to said that they didn't, it wasn't their sale, it was her, this other woman's sale. When the other woman turns around, it happens to be the mother of my friend who lived next door. And I thought it completely caught me off guard. I did not expect to see her. It was really awesome catching up with her. And then she said that her daughter, who's the friend of mine, she was in the house. She had just hopped in the shower or something. I told him I'd come back in about an hour because I was out garage sailing. And when I came back, I met her husband, her new dog, and also they just had a son a year ago. So I got to meet all of them, and I'm super happy for them. And it was just really, really cool to reconnect with them. We're now friends on Facebook, and I was just really happy to see someone from my childhood all the way back. I remember most of it, but anyway, her mom didn't have any games or anything, but they had come. They're originally from Virginia now. She moved out there with him, and they had brought a tub of stuff, and he was actually selling. The husband was actually selling a 360 and some games and controllers and stuff. I didn't know what he wanted for the system, and honestly, I didn't really need the system, so I left that for them to try and sell. But they had a couple games, and they actually let me have the games for I believe $1 a piece, which was super nice of them. They didn't have to do that, but I was more than happy to pay the price, pay that price. So charged $1 a piece. Plus, he even let me get away with one controller because I could have used a better condition 360 controller. So I believe I paid, I think it was like $7 because I believe he wanted 3 for the controller. It's this nice white, clean looking 360 controller. It even has batteries in it for me, so I don't have to buy them. But then he also gave me, I believe these are all complete too, he gave me Assassin's Creed Revelations. Yep, it's complete. And he took good care of these games. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I was never big on Call of Duty, but you never know. This one doesn't look like it has a manual. It has everything else in it, but not the manual. But that's all good. Grand Theft Auto 4 is actually very heavy, so that one's completely complete. And then he had a random... This was actually my friend's. This was a Wii title. One I don't see, so I definitely picked it up. It's called Mystery Case Files, the Malgrave Incident. And actually, he had told me that she played this about halfway through and then kind of gave up. But she really, really liked it, so I'm going to give this one a try. I'm a fan of mystery-type games. I love the puzzles. So, all that was, I believe, $7. Super good deal. You can't go wrong there. Move that over, and now, I believe I filmed this on Saturday. Yes, I couldn't make it into work because of the problem I was having with my back. But I did go out garage selling to test the waters to see how I was feeling. It was kind of a rough day. You probably couldn't tell from the videos because I was trying to suck it up as best as possible. But I couldn't go into work after that. And I didn't really do much lifting or anything when I was out anyway. But so I did go out. I picked up some more stuff. And I got to try and separate it out from what I picked up where. So there was a sale, had advertised games, so I decided to go over there first. It was a little out of the way, but I was more than happy to head out and see what this sale had. There was a PlayStation long box and a couple other PlayStation games in a box. Plus, there was also some magazines, so I definitely went and checked that out. I believe I picked up all these magazines that I have here. All these magazines, I picked it up for $2.50, but there's some interesting stuff I don't normally see, so to go through them real quick, there's this Marvel Comics Resident Evil issue 1. I thought that was super cool. Don't normally see that. Then we have a Mortal Kombat comic, Battle Wave. Then I also picked up this DC comic, Batman Shadow of the Bat. Looked really cool. Let's see if we can sort through if there's any other comics before I get to the gaming magazines, because there's quite a few gaming magazines. Okay, no, I think this is it. This is EGM2 and it has Banjo-Kazooie on it. And on the back, which was the coolest thing that I thought, they had an advertisement for Breath of Fire 3. And this just looks like a super good magazine. I don't normally see any magazines outside of Nintendo Power. But I don't know, these all look really, really cool. I plan on keeping most of these. Some of them I might let people, I will give them to certain people. Not sure though. This is an official US PlayStation magazine. I've seen these before, just not very often. Not to mention something else I noticed, there was a nice advertisement for Diablo 1. I thought that was super cool. It even has a nice sticker in the middle. The kid who had these tried to take as good care of these as possible. Definitely want to try and get Diablo 1 on the PlayStation. That's probably one of the PlayStation games I'm looking for the most, with the exception of a good price for the Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy Tactics. I really want to try that out. Then there was also an electronic gaming monthly magazine here. This one advertises Tekken 3, and also advertises Breath of Fire 3 on the back. Like I said, I don't normally see these magazines, but they look really cool. I figured for $2.50 for all the magazines I picked up, I'll go through that. Here's another EGM2. This one had Resident Evil 2 on it, and advertises Resident Evil 2 on the back. This looks like an old player's guide, actually. Yeah. This is for Mortal Kombat 3 Complete Collections with a K for complete. And this has, like, there's pictures of everybody. There's my man Cyrax. I used to love playing him. And it has, like, the move lists and everything. It's in decent condition, too. Why not? Pick it up. Then this was a magazine that I was really, really into as well. Besides Nintendo Power, this was another magazine I picked up a lot. This is Tips and Tricks. And this one has Tekken on the front of it again. Tekken 3, actually, on the front of it. I thought that was super cool. I used to like these tips and tricks magazines. They were really cool to look through, not to mention I always picked one up for a game that I was playing and tried to get a little help on the game. And then this one was kind of cool too. This is another PlayStation magazine. This one had Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver on the front of it, but it also advertised Final Fantasy VIII on the top. Again, not a magazine I normally picked up, but $2.50 for all those magazines, you can't beat a price like that. He had more. There were more comics than there were anything else, so I just left that at that. So $2.50 for all those. And then the games I picked up another copy of Atari Anniversary Edition Redux for the PS1. I believe that was $1. And then this one I don't normally see. It's called Critical Depth for the PlayStation 1. And then the long box game, and I had to pick it up. There were two of them. One was a sports title, and then there was this. This one definitely looked the coolest out of them all, and never heard of it before. Unfortunately, the top is kind of messed up. Not of the game itself or the whatever. It's the case. This is Nova Storm for the PlayStation. I actually know nothing about this, but I will with time. This is actually a 2-disc game. Again, I don't know much about it, but it looked really cool. I figured I'd give it a shot. And it looks like the manual's stuck. Oh well. But yeah, Nova Storm, long box, PlayStation. Thought that was really cool. I paid, let me see if I can do that. That was, they charged $2 for the long box one and had whatever, $2. So that was $2.50. My God, I can't count right now. I believe it was $6.50 for everything. So I was cool with that. No problems there. And then as I went on, the sales kept coming. This next sale I went to, there was no video games. This was one I found on the way, and I asked if there were video games. They said no at first, and then someone said, well, wait, my daughter has some games. Let me see if she wants to get rid of any of them. Came out with a big stack, and she said to make an offer for a price, and I didn't want to go overboard and say 50 cents a game or something like that again. I offered them $2 a game, and I picked up 4 of them, so $8 for these. I thought that was a decent deal. However, I'm going to want to, with the exception of this one, they have a marking on them. I'll show you it in a second. But there's this PlayStation 2 Greatest Hits of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. No manual, unfortunately, but $2, give it a shot. Then the rest of these were Wii games. We had Wario Land Shake It. Now, as you can see, it says KZ right there, unfortunately. And then over here, it says Zalski, I guess, on the back. And the disappointing part, these are complete. The disappointing part, though, is this person wrote the initials on the discs, too. Very disappointing. I still picked it up for $2. I figured I'll try and clean that up as best as I can. I might be keeping Wario Land Shake It. It looks really good. It kind of reminds me of Wario Land for the GameCube. So, might give this one a shot sometime soon. Currently, I'm playing through Super Paper Mario. I didn't get to beat it as a kid, so that's the one I'm working on right now. But I'll give that one a try, too. Again, this is the same thing with these two, but Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. We got that. Complete. Yes, KZ is on this one, too. And on this one, this is Mario Power Tennis for the Wii. And this one actually looks like a lot of fun as compared to the others because they have power-ups and stuff. Like in this picture, Mario has a hammer. A nice, big, freaking hammer. Figured it'd be fun to give this one a try, too. That one is complete as well. And that was it. Those 4 for $8. And then the last sale I went to, I actually had to make a little bit of a drive. I think it was like 15 minutes. But it was actually only 10 from where I was, so wasn't going to complain. This guy actually had video games, advertised video games. So I went over there. They had 360 and a PS2. Nothing of the PS2 interested me. But the Xbox games, there were a few. I ended up picking up 5, and I got charged, I think, $12 for these. So $12 for 5 games. At 6, that's $2 a game. Yes, $2 a game. So I paid a little over $2 a game for these, but a couple of these are more than worth it. Like Fable 2 on the 360, thought that was definitely worth it. It was complete. This one I heard was really good, and it's in a black box. However, I don't think it's supposed to be, so I might have to switch this one out. Let me know if this one's supposed to be. Just Cause 2. Like I said, I don't think it's supposed to be in a black box, but it is complete. So if it's not, for some reason, maybe the box got damaged and the kid just replaced it with whatever box he had. And then, of course, you have Elder Scrolls Skyrim for the 360, which was cool. This one, however, is not complete. What can you do, though? This one looked like a lot of fun, too. Crackdown for 360. Unfortunately, this case is beat to crap. And it's also not complete. What can you do? But then we also have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. This one is complete. And that was it for the garage sales. However, earlier on in the week, I took the PS2 stuff I had gotten, I traded it into my local game store, and I picked up a couple games with the credit. I think I got total $40 store credit for everything, and then on top of that, I asked him if he'd throw in an extra game in there. He said he would, and perfect even trade. So I essentially, when you add in the tax, I basically got $50 store credit, and I picked up a sealed copy of The Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds for the 3DS. Super happy to pick this up, knock this one off the list. And then next I need to go for the Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, or Ocarina of Time, whichever one you want to say it, for the 3DS. Unfortunately, Ocarina of Time's getting super expensive, so that's going to be a garage sale thing, maybe, if I can find it. I doubt it, but we can try. We can hope. We can dream. And then the game I asked him to throw in there, mainly because I have the second one, didn't have the first one, and it was complete, and it was cheap. So I asked him to throw it in there, and he was okay with that, and that is Diblob on the Wii. These games are actually super fun. They look like kids' games. People dismiss games like this all the time, but this is actually super fun. Mindless fun, it seems, from time to time. You can get lost in this one really easy. Definitely give this one a try. I definitely recommend it. And then, again, of all places, I was at Walmart. I was going through their $19.99... actually, yeah, it was like $19.99 and under bin. And I happened to find a PS3 game. Cat's laying in a bag. Cat's in the bag. I found a PS3 game in there. It's a Chronicles game for Tales of Symphonia. It was 1996. And I was more than happy to pick this up. I definitely want to keep expanding the Tales series. But Tales of Symphonia, specifically, is a game I definitely wanted to play. And until I can find the GameCube copy at a cheap price, $20 for... It comes with Tales of Symphonia, and then Tales of Symphonia Dawn of a New World. So to have both of these for basically $10 each, you can't go wrong. And not to mention, I always like expanding my PS3 library. I do think that the PS3 is a great system. Anyway, that was a lot. This is taking too long, but it's finally done with. Everyone who's stuck around, please hit the thumbs up. Maybe even a comment down below if you have any questions. Let me know. Let me know what you guys have found, or what you think of my finds, or suggestions, whatever. You can even just ask me random questions. And of course, if this is your first time watching me and you're not subscribed, or if you keep watching me because you don't know if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. I would love to get more subscribers, get more people fan of my channel. And obviously, if not, you don't have to watch. It is a free country after all, at least here in the United States. But thank you guys for watching. Thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Also, check out the Facebook page. that doesn't have very many likes either. I'll leave that down in the description below. And until the next hunt, guys, you guys take care.